Check it out. We're still doing good. Still growing hydroponic strawberries. Those weren't very sweet. There's our wagon. And look at this. These are turnips that I planted in here, and they're kicking off right now. Those are turnips. That's a turnip. That's another kale plant. But look at the size of this thing. It is huge, y'all. That thing is huge. I gotta harvest some tomatoes. Down here we have our coffee plants that are doing really good. Actually, this is like really good weather for these coffee plants. I'll have to figure something out when it starts to get around summertime. I'll figure it out. More strawberries. As you can see, the cage is working, except for the strawberries that were hanging outside the cage, but the ones that I really am concerned about are protected now. And now they're growing. And they're flowering. I don't know if you guys can see that flower right there. There we go. Yep, flower. Some more flowers in there somewhere. Yeah, it's another one. That looks like a rose. So yeah, still got strawberries. And they're really sweet. Those ones are sweet. And, shockingly enough, the blueberries are starting to bud. You see the little buds all over the blueberry tree right there, those right there. What are you doing? Are you drinking that water? I don't get her. I think it's just because it's high enough for her neck. She just have to bend down and drink it. Oh well, it's not going to hurt her. Yep, there's buds on there. And of course, the chili peppers are growing, and I can't even eat those, y'all. They're way too hot. I want to roast them and turn them into paprika or something. And there's some jalapenos growing. There's the ginger, which I don't know what it's doing. I'm not sure. We have some spinach that's, it's not doing so well. I think the soil, I need to test that soil to find out what's going on with that soil. So I got a soil test kit I got to do. I'm just running through our little backyard. Oh, we have grapes now. Yeah, we have grapes. Coriander. It was cilantro, but now it's coriander. Purple Cherokee tomatoes. And the mint. It looks like it's dead, y'all, but it's not. It's a mint plant. It comes back, see? You prune it all the way back in the wintertime. By the time the spring comes, you'll have new growth. Oh, look at that. This is an unexpected surprise. The snap beans are growing in. We have new growth on our spearmint. Then we got our collard greens and sweet potatoes. That was an unexpected surprise, but we're letting them grow because those sweet potatoes grew really good in that soil right there. Then we have carrots right here. This is our turnip greens, and I'm half tempted to harvest some of that just to eat it and taste it, but Nikki says we don't have enough to do that yet. Over here we have, oh wait, no, these are the turnips. So these are the turnip greens, and that is the mustard greens. And right here is the cauliflower. And we have a pumpkin. I was hoping to have a pumpkin under the Christmas tree, but didn't happen that way. But nonetheless, we have a tiny little pumpkin growing. Out of season, yes. The corn, after that last cold snap, kind of seized everything up. These were growing out of season. As a matter of fact, this is kind of doing its own thing. But that's because the weather's not right for it to grow. But nonetheless, it's still growing. It's still growing. Our radishes, as you can see, there's not very many left because we've been eating the mess out of them things. Beets, of course, the cauliflower, and I'm shocked. Look, the reason I'm shocked about this cauliflower, because this thing originally started right here. That's the original plant. Then the storm came in June, broke it in half, and then the top half fell into the soil, and it rooted itself down there and started growing. So I let it grow. And it's been growing ever since. Of course, it's our raised flower bed. I got to get the soil tested in this too. I think this soil may be a bit acidic. And I think it's because of the wood chips. I'm going to pull those out of there. Once the weather warms up, I'm going to pull the wood chips out of there and redo it. But things are still growing in that thing. So yep, this is just an update. So the soil I make, I get it from the tree. We trimmed it back. It was covering up and coming down and touching the ground and stuff. And so we trimmed it back, took the branches down. I dried out the branches over here. There was a bunch of them. I stripped the leaves off the branches and put them in a pile right here. And I put the wood in a pile over there. I turned this into black leaf mulch, and we put our vegetables and food that we eat, like, lettuce, and we compost it, and that becomes this over here. And I use this to plant into that over there. This soil here I got from a local wood chipping service. They had some wood chips that turned to dirt, and they let me have it, so I'm using that. I might have to amend it a little bit. I think it's really acidic. I think it has a lot of pine in it, so we'll fix that in the spring. Not right now. It's just, we'll let it do its thing right now. And so this is our cooking wood. I have some cherry right here from a good friend of mine that I've been saving. There's some, I was waiting on a friend of mine. He's got some hens he's gonna give me. I'm gonna smoke those with this cherry wood. Hook my friend up with it, because that's some really good wood. And I got some oak wood from the tree here that I used to smoke my meat with. And that wood over there is to burn, so I can put it into the compost and then use that in the charcoal, all that, and mix it up and make soil. So I use everything. I use everything that we have back here. So this is like our backyard / homestead, if you want to call it that. So yeah. There's the beast hunting squirrels. She can't hear me because she's deaf, but she can see me. She's getting big. Oh yeah, it's just an update. What's going on in the backyard. Hope everybody's having a good holiday season. Merry Christmas. Because it is only a couple of days before Christmas, which is another thing. It's a couple of days before Christmas, and I'm still growing stuff, man. I mean, look at our lemongrass. I forgot to show you guys this. This is our lemongrass. I'm standing up right here, and it's up there. I think this might bloom. They say lemongrass does bloom on a very rare occasion, so I'm all about rarities. So maybe I can get it to bloom. What do you see, Layla? And this here is our banana tree with a couple of pups. Quite a few pups in it. Actually, I'm gonna have to fix that in the spring too. Just letting it grow right now. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's an update. Oh, almost dropped the phone. Thought that was a frog. Ooh, that would have been funny. All right, you guys be blessed. Later.